Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Krishno Rakshatu no Jagatraya Guruhu. Krishnam Namasyamyaham. Krishne Namarasyatravo Vinihataha. Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha. Krishna Deva Samuthitam Jagadidam. Krishnasya Dasosmyaham. Krishne Tishtati Sarvametadakhilam. He Krishna Samrakshamam. Jai Sri Narayana. With blessings of Sri Chinajir Swamiji, we are continuing Bhagavad Gita. We finished sloka 16 in chapter 16. 16. So we'll continue from 17. We'll start sharing the screen. Okay. You can see.
We can see India.
Okay. Please chant. Atma Sambhavita Stabdhaha
Atmasambhavitaस्तब्धाः
Dhanamanamadhanvitaha
धनमानमदान्विताः
Yajante Nama Yajnaiste
यजन्ते नाम
Yajante
यज्ञैस्ते
Dambhena Vidhipurvakam.
Dambhena
दम्भेन
Vidhipurvakam
विधिपूर्वकम्
Let's chant together.
आत्मसम्भावितास्तब्धाः
Atmasambhavitaha
धनमानमदान्विताः
Dhanamanamadhanvitaha
यजन्ते
Yajante
नाम
Nama
यज्ञैस्ते
Yajnaiste
दम्भेन विधिपूर्वकम्
Vidhipurvakam. So Lord Krishna is continuing to tell us about those with Asura qualities, right? So who, what qualities do these people have, right? Atma Sambhavitaha, praising themselves. Stabdhaha, thinking themselves as perfect. Okay. So there is nothing for me to learn. There is nothing for me to correct myself. I am perfect. Stabdhaha, these people are, they think themselves as perfect. There is nothing for me to learn. I don't have to do anything to improve myself. I am the greatest, right? Dhanamana madanvitaha, intoxicated with dhanamana mada, with pride due to wealth. Intoxicated with pride due to wealth. I have so much money, right? So they are, with that, they have that pride. Okay. Te jante, they worship. How do they worship? Even if they worship also, they worship dambena, with show off. They worship with show off for the sake of showing off. I have a lot of money. I am the greatest. So with that, I show off. So for that purpose, I worship also. What kind of worships? Nama yajnahi. With yajnas for the sake of name and fame. So I'm worshipping with the purpose of showing off, ostentation, with the deceit. And I am performing yajnas for the sake of name and fame. And how will I perform those yajnas? avidhipurvakam, not in accordance with scriptures. Okay, so a lot of things embedded here, Lord Krishna. So what do these people do? They praise themselves. Okay, that is all my accomplishments, all my, whatever I have accomplished are because of myself alone, right? That's why I praise myself. I am great. I did great things. Everything is because of me. Okay, I'm praising myself. I need to praise only myself for my accomplishments. So let's say some great things have happened, then I have to praise myself. I do not recognize support from anybody else that I received. So some great things have happened because of everybody, really worked hard, and some result occurred. Still, I consider like it is my greatness that it is accomplished. So I am great and praise myself, right? Project myself, not recognizing the contributions made by others. If you think in a like not in spiritual terms, like in a team, like there are 10 people working, team is successful, one person claims I am success, I am great because um, whatever is achieved because of me. The president can say too, like everything that is achieved by everyone in the country, they can claim I am great because of me. You are becoming great. Okay, so they are the primary reason for all the accomplishments of everybody. That is the regular spirit, non-spiritual. But when something is accomplished, inherently, it is all energy from or support from who?
Paramatma.
Paramatma, God. They don't recognize that. The greatness is because of me. Okay, alone. My abilities, my qualities, my leadership, my money, my the way I worked, hard work, whatever it is, all that is because of me, and praise myself, and make it a point not to praise anybody else. That's what the qualities of the Asura people. Okay, and so the next quality that Lord Krishna said is they think they are perfect, right? They have nothing to learn more. They have nothing to improve. Okay, so what do they feel? I know everything. You don't have to tell me, right? I do not have to listen to you. Okay, I am using my intelligence, and I am making the right decisions. There is no need for me to improve or correct myself. I do not see anything wrong in myself. Why should I listen to you? Why should I accept anything that you are saying? There's nothing wrong with me. Okay, there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing or saying. I shouldn't have to read the scriptures. Why should I even follow the scriptures? You see where it is going, right? See, Asura people, the bottom line is they do not follow the scriptures. Okay, why they don't follow is they think they are, great. They have nothing to learn from the scriptures even. And when they compare themselves to somebody says, oh, this is how it is given in the scriptures, they say, no, that is inferior compared to what I'm saying, right? They don't want to follow anything that is given in the scriptures or whatever the elders say, right? I'm getting the results I need and I'm happy, right? Why should I try to improve? Okay, why should I try to learn something? I'm perfect. Okay, so that is Asura people. And then the next one is intoxicated with pride, with that pride of having a lot of wealth, right? That gets onto their head. I have a lot of wealth. So I have wealth is whatever possessions, right? Not just money, right? So wealth, education, family background, power, that with that, they think they are the greatest, right? And I am greater than everybody else. And everybody should obey me. Okay. When I come into the room, everybody must stand up. Okay. And everybody should recognize me as the greatest because of my wealth, my power, my intellect, my education, my family background, my position. And everybody should give me what I want. I want this, you should do it. That's it. Okay. So that is Asura quality. It is fine if it's a teacher following the scripture, telling a student to you should follow, right? But these people are not following the scriptures. It is, they have written their own rules. And no matter whether they're positive, negative, whatever it is, they are trying to drive their point, right? Everybody should listen. I mean, we see all the great characters like Ravana, Duryodhana, all these people belong to that category, right? And of course, we can see in the world today as well. Um, and finally, performing sacrifices for the sake of name and fame. They worship. They worship with that show off for the sake of name and fame. So what do? Their primary purpose of doing anything is to get name and fame. So that is their goal. Okay. So it is not to worship Paramatma or worship the Devatas. That is not the purpose. I have money and I have power. I need to show off. Everybody should recognize me performing this, work. Whatever, yajna here is, we can take it as any great work that we are doing. Okay. If it is with the purpose of serving the Devatas or serving Paramatma through those Devatas or serving Paramatma directly, that is good, right? We're doing it as service to God. But here it is not service to God that is the primary purpose. It is serving themselves so that everybody will come there and recognize how great this person is. Everybody should come to my event, So that is a Asura quality. Okay. Any questions? Okay, we'll move on to the next sloka. I mean, all these qualities, so greatly explained, Lord Krishna, given to us. We don't have to look any further. Please chant. Sloka 18. Ahankaram balam darpam
अहङ्कारं बलं दर्पं
kamam krodham cha samsritaah
कामं
कामं
क्रोधं च
क्रोधं च
संश्रिताः
संश्रिताः
मामात्मपरदेहेषु
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 प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः
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 Let's chant together.
अहङ्कारं
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 बलं
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 दर्पं
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 कामं
कामं
क्रोधं
कामं
च
क्रोधं
क्रोधं च
च
संश्रिताः
संश्रिताः
संश्रिताः मामात्मपरदेहेषु
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 प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः
प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः
प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः. Lord Krishna is continuing to talk about the Asura qualities. Samsritaha, this Asura nature people who resort to, right, who are addicted to what qualities? Ahankaram, balam, darpam, kamam, krodham. All of you might already understood ahankaram, ego. Ego is the translation in English. Ahankaram is also like thinking that I am body, right? Balam is power, you know. Darpam is pride. I am important. I am great compared to others. There is no one like me. That is the pride definition. Kamam is desire. Okay. Um, so they have desires and they say, my will is sufficient to satisfy the desires. They don't recognize, there's nobody, and they don't recognize anyone's support, including Paramatma's support in satisfying their desires. Okay. Krodham is anger. I will hurt others, uh, mm, those who do things that I don't like. That is krodham, right? Anger. Anger, I want, that, um, tendency to hurt others when others don't do what I like. Doesn't matter what it is. If I like something, they have to do. If they don't do what I like, I need to hurt. That's the anger. Okay. Um, Abhyasuyakaha mam pradvishantaha. Pradvishantaha. Um, mam pradvishantaha is they hate me. Who abhyasuyakaha? These envious people. Asuya is envy. Those who those envious people, they hate me. Atma paradeheshu. Where am I? They hate me in Eshu means it's Saptami Vibhakti plural. So in Atma para Deha. So in their own self, in their own body and in other bodies. Deha is body, para Deha is other body, Atma is their own. So they hate me residing in their body and every other body, all bodies. Okay. So they basically they're addicted to ahankaram, balam, darpam, kamam, krodham. And they basically hate me, residing in all the bodies. Okay. what this envy and hate, how are they linked?
Envy is jealous, right? But I'm jealous of, right? So it
Yeah,
automatically,
jealous.
yeah. It automatically creates hatred towards someone, right?
Maybe thinking that they are superior to others. That creates jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they think others have better things than them. That develops anger in them, that becomes hatred.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. So who are the others here? And they're thinking that others are inferior. Everybody else should listen to me, right?
Others,
Other Atmas, right?
That other is Paramatma only,
Oh,
right? So basically, if we are able to do great things, say for example, right? We have great abilities. Who has a great ability?
Paramatma.
Paramatma is the one who has the great ability, and I'm able to demonstrate it, right? I got that great ability because of Paramatma, right? So if somebody says, okay, if somebody has greater abilities than me,
Right.
as you rightly said, right? Then I have envy. Okay. So why should that person have it?
Yeah. That's my
It
jealous.
becomes hatred.
Yeah.
So if another person is really wealthy,
Which, yeah,
okay.
exactly. Jealous.
So we first start with envy. Why should that person have, right?
Yeah.
Why can't I have it? You know, imagine if that person, whatever they have, you think it is yours. Then what happens? It turns into hatred. Like, they start hating that person. They stole it from me.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Kind of, right?
Stena.
So one is if I recognize that that person is having greater abilities than me, then I surrender, which is good. Okay. But if I consider that other person has greater abilities than me, even though that person should not have, that should have belonged to me.
Right.
That should belong to me. Then it turns hatred on that person. So if if someone is having great, is has done great things in life, and then somebody comes and says it is all because of Paramatma's blessings, then what happens? That person, how can you say that? I am, I did all the hard work. It doesn't belong to Paramatma. It belongs to me. And whoever said that will be punished, of course. And if if it is there in the scriptures, say for example, that Paramatma, is the one who is giving the abilities to me, I'll start hating that. I'll start hating Paramatma. I'll start hating the scriptures. I don't accept. If someone says that it is not my own abilities, uh, then if I think it is my ability, not Paramatma's ability, then I'll start hating. Why are these people? All these people wouldn't have said that Paramatma is the one who is behind everything, right? So Of course, I'll show hatred on those, anger on those people, but start hating Paramatma.
What is it?
That's what happened to all these, Hiranyakashipu, right? So, yeah, basically, if we think we did the great work, and all this belongs to me, and then someone comes and claims that, you are dependent on me, everything you have is mine. Immediately, that one is envy and the second is immediately hating.
I think that because moreover the hatred comes because that person doesn't have. I agree. Some people might have knowledge. Hiranyakashipu, I'm sure he has read these things, but people, ordinary human beings, because they don't even have that knowledge. That's that Paramatma. Because if you haven't read the first 9 chapter, 10 chapter, I'll be in the same position, right?
Yeah. Right. So people who have no knowledge feel that the envy and hatred. Again, if people who have no knowledge and they are having the ahankaram, balam, darpam,
Right.
kamam, krodham, right? So then they will have that envy. Okay. And then, those who are not having any knowledge at all, who are humble, they don't feel that envy or hatred. But if they have that pride that comes out of wealth or power or position or family history or education or any of these, they will start now thinking that Paramatma, how can you say the Paramatma is the one who is giving me that energy? I am the one who, right? Because that ahankaram, right? I'm possessing that. I don't consider Atma, I don't consider Paramatma, nothing. I'm the one who is possessing everything. Okay. So that is how the Asura people, act in this world.
And so that's what I'm thinking, right? Because he doesn't know Paramatma. So this guy agreed. He's hating against someone, right? Who is like Paramatma, right? Or something. Right? So because of jealousy, right? That guy has money, and right from that he's hating, and from that he's jealous because that guy earned money. He's hating that person,
Yeah.
and just another meaning, yeah. But and he is Amsha Paramatma, right? That means he's indirectly hating Paramatma, right? That's,
Yeah, well said. Yes. So if I recognize that, let's say I'm only a millionaire, right? Then a billionaire comes in front of me, and then why should Paramatma give $1 billion to that person, not me, right? Envy on that person and hatred on Paramatma,
yeah.
right? That is another, yeah, leading to hatred. And we start hating Paramatma in all beings. Now, uh, the mm, all the abilities that everybody has, that we are not recognizing that Paramatma is the one who is giving the abilities to everybody, right? So we are basically um, showing envy and also hating them and indirectly hating Paramatma. So, for example, as you said, right, like if I'm showing envy and hatred on that billionaire, right? Let's say I'm not considering Paramatma at all, right? So, why did that person become a billionaire? Is because of Paramatma. I mean, because of Paramatma support. So indirectly, I'm hating Paramatma, right? It is not because of the actions of the billionaire. Just the fact that the person is billionaire, I am having the envy, right? If let us say, if somebody is not doing well, I mean, not doing the right things, like so for example, Ravanasura is the wealthiest, right, and most powerful. And if somebody hates Ravanasura, it is not because of his wealthy or powerful, right? It's because of the bad qualities that Ravanasura is showing. But just because he's wealthy or powerful, let us say person X, somebody starts hating, then they're thinking that it is that ability of earning $1 billion is only because of that person X, that person only, not because of any support Paramatma and the Devatas and the entire nature has given to that person. They don't recognize all that. They start hating the person only. Okay, so indirectly they are hating me. That's what Krishna is saying, right? They're hating Paramatma.
Ravana directly is hating it, not even indirectly. Ravana, I think, is different.
Yeah, Asura is directly, yes.
Yeah, because he has Balandarpam that.
Yeah, he has all that, and he he doesn't want anybody else to in this world to be appreciated, showing their greatness, and yeah, he doesn't appreciate anyone giving him advice, right? Vibhishana, when he tried to give advice, just say go away, right? He doesn't want to listen to anybody, and his wife also said, please don't do this. No, he didn't listen to anyone. Great example of the one who has Asura qualities. And some people try to project Ravanasura as a hero. Okay, that's not the case. Okay, next sloka, sloka 19. Okay, please chant. Tanaham dvishatah kruran
Tanaham dvishata kruran
Pururan
samsareshu naradhaman
Samsareshu Naradhaman
क्षिपाम्यजस्रमशुभान्
Pamyajasramashubhan
Kshipamyajasramashubhan
आसुरीष्वेव योनिषु
Asurishveva
Asurishwevayonishu
Yonishu
Let's chant together.
Tanaham
Tata
Puran
Samsareshu
Sareshu Naradhaman
Naradhaman
Kshipamyajasramashubhan
क्षिपाम्यजस्रमशुभान्
Shubhan Asurishveva
Asurishwevayonishu
Yonishu.
The Lord Krishna is saying, continuing to talk about the Asura quality people. Tan dvishatah kruran ashubhan naradhaman. Tan, those. Okay. So he is referring to those Asura people. Dvishatah, hating, kruran, cruel, ashubhan, unholy, naradhaman, worst of the humankind, naradhaman. What happens to those people? Aham kshipami, I throw them. Where samsareshu, asurishu, eva yonishu. Okay. Samsara is cycles of rebirth. Asura is non-divine, right? Asura. Yonishu, births, right? So in non-divine cycles of rebirth, okay, ajasram, continually. So those who are hating Paramatma and all other beings, cruel, they are committing atrocities, okay, harmful, to themselves and to everybody else, committing atrocities. Unholy is not following the scriptures, okay, and those who are running after materialistic pleasures and trying to earn things by unjust means, okay, unrighteous, unholy, worst of humankind. Who are the worst of humankind?
Asura quality.
Asura.
Yeah, I mean,
Paramatma. Yeah.
It's
yes, yeah. Those who do not approach Paramatma is the worst of the humankind. Who do not accept God's presence, and support to everyone. So these are the worst of humankind. We also heard Naradhama, some other context in Bhagavad Gita. Naradhamaha, right? Where can anyone recollect? Chapter 7, Sloka 15. So there are 4 types of people who do not approach me, right? Mudhaha, Naradhamaha, right? Mayaya apahrita jnanaha,
Asuram Bhavamashrita.
asuram bhavamasritaha, right? So mudhaha is foolish people, they don't approach. Naradhamaha is lowest of mankind. Okay, so Naradhama is basically those people do not approach Paramatma at all. So these Asura people who have these bad qualities, like hating, myself and everybody, that hatred out of envy, out of ahankaram, balam, that all that. Then they're cruel. They're committing atrocities. They're not righteous. Whatever they think they do, whether it is righteous and unrighteous, don't care, right? And those who don't approach Paramatma, who do not recognize Paramatma, who do not recognize His presence, support for everyone. What do I do to them? Is I'm going to throw them into the births of continuous non-divine qualities only, non-divine births only. Okay, so those who are having the Asura qualities, what can they expect? So we learned about Asura qualities, so many, right? In very detail, clearly understood who is the one who is having Asura qualities, or if we are having the Asura qualities, what will happen to that person with Asura qualities. What is guaranteed to happen to that person?
Or birth, but no way animal birth.
Taking lower births.
Yes. They will be assigned Asura births only.
Asurish Vyavayanish.
Yeah. So there is, they cannot expect that their position will improve next. Okay.
One question: when we say lower birth, does that also mean maybe like animals could also be?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So there is no opportunity to, get good knowledge and practice that knowledge and, go up. That kind of words, right? So when somebody who has this kind of qualities, right? The qualities that we just have, you can call that person almost an animal. Animal looking like a human, isn't it? Committing atrocities, hating everybody, and they everything should belong to them. They're showing off, you know. They don't. They have the desires, and their only duty is to fulfill those desires. Righteous or unrighteous doesn't matter. They have to fulfill the desires. Um, they can throw other people under the bus. Doesn't matter. I mean, basically, this kind of a person is having the animal qualities only. That's what we associate with them. Animals. Some animals are very sattvic, but these animals are causing so much trouble in this world, and they go down. The chances of going up will go down and down, right? They will have lesser chances of going towards their permanent goal. So they are basically acquiring a lot of sins. I mean, why do they? Is it like Lord Krishna, Paramatma? Is he angry on them and then throwing them and into this Asura quality births? It's a natural thing. They are acquiring a lot of sin, karmic bondage, by not following the scriptures, right? They're simply acquiring a lot of karmic bondage. Everything is because of me. I'm the greatest. Even though this Paramatma is the one who is supporting us, Paramatma is pervading everyone. Try to unnecessarily hurt other human beings or other animals or environment for my own pleasures. It's a karmic bondage, increasing karmic bondage. So every action of these people will increase the karmic bondage. We
So
may
does
also
that,
call it as sin.
does that mean that they reach a point of no return kind of a situation?
They can, yes. It becomes more and more and more difficult for them to, uh, go up. So it is not that Lord Krishna is doing this out of bias or he likes to punish these kind of people. Okay. Or it is his duty, like Paramatma is sitting there doing all these judgments, okay, person A, person B. It's not like that. It is automatic. Okay. That these people will be taking birth, continuing to proceed in the same direction, even falling down even. They will even commit more atrocities in the next time. They have tendency to commit more atrocities. And then go even, further down. Okay. So Lord Krishna is continuing what will happen to these people. Shloka 20. Please chant. Asurim yonimapannaha
Asura
Modha janmani janmani
Janmani Janmani
Mama prapyaiva kaunteya
Kaunteya
Tato yantyadhamam gatim.
Tato Yamyadhamam Gatim
Let's chant together.
Janmani Janmani
Mani
Mama
prapyaiva
Pratyaiva Kaunteya Tato Yamyadhamam Gatim.
gatim. So as they continually take birth, okay, Asurim yonim apannaha, having attained the Asura birth. Okay, apannaha, those who have attained the Asurim yonim, Asura birth. Mudhaha janmani janmani, deluded in birth after birth, in birth after birth. Mam aprapya eva, after not attaining me at all, or mam aprapya eva, not surrendering to me at all. So they took asuri birth, right? Asurim yoni mapannaha. So they took the asuri birth. Now what happens? They are continuously, I throw them continually in the asura births. Lord Krishna said, right? So basically with that they're having the delusion. I am body, ahankaram. Everything is belonging to me. I am doing everything. Everybody must, appreciate me. And by chance, even if I become powerful or wealthy, it is all because of me. So deluded in, having this delusion, birth after birth after birth, and after not surrendering to me at all, mama prapya, what happens to those people? Tataha, from there, yanti adhamam gatim. Adhamam is lowest, no, adhamam gatim, lowest state. So they attain the lowest state. Okay. So Lord Krishna talked about in some other slokas, previous slokas, yati param gatim, right? Some places Lord Krishna talked about yati param gatim, like that. Okay, just for reference, sloka 45 in chapter 6, right? So Lord Krishna is saying those who are practicing the principles, the right principles, who they after their endeavors, they practice, they finally attain param gatim, the supreme state. Adhamam gatim is a lowest state, right? So those daivi quality, who are the people with the daivi qualities? Just in one word, one sentence.
who approach Paramatma.
Those who approach Paramatma. Those who actually follow the scriptures.
Surrender. Yeah, scriptures.
Yeah. So follow the scriptures includes Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga, right? Surrender to Paramatma. These are all the things that are given in our scriptures, right? So it is, I mean, one thing that we need to see here is Lord Krishna didn't say no matter what you do, in your life, if you just surrender to me, I'm going to give you the Paramgatim. He didn't say that anywhere, right? And did he say that in any place? You can do whatever you want and just approach me, and that is sufficient. I'll give you the highest state, Swarga or Paramapada. So we surrender and then we practice good principles, like we follow the scriptures, right? So following the scriptures is Daivi quality. And those who are having the Daivi qualities, Yati Paramgatim. Those who are having the Asura qualities, Yati Adhamam Gatim. Right? So that's the difference. So non-divine people, in a very high level, non-divine people do not have the right knowledge. They do not know about Atma, Paramatma, Prakriti, and everything that we learned in previous chapters, right? Why are we getting karmic bondage? We are getting attached to the effects of the three gunas, and three gunas are from Prakriti. They are not our qualities. Those are the acquired qualities, are the ones that are impacting us when we are in this body. That's why I'm taking birth again and again. And how do we overcome the impact of those attachment of impact of those gunas? How do we overcome that attachment? And you know, and the karma yoga, nishkama karma practices, and then why do I have to do it? Because I'm not body, I'm Atma, and all this knowledge, they're missing all that. Okay, they do not have the right knowledge, or they're deluded. I mean, they have some kind of delusions. They don't misunderstand. They don't understand. Then non-divine people do not know how to do the activities. Okay. So if you don't know how to do the activities, then we are doing the activities for our own sake, for our own pleasure, right? So we acquire karmic bondage. The non-divine people do not believe in God. No. It is not just believing in God because He will give me whatever I am desiring. That is not right. So God is pervading everything, supporting everything. He's the creator. He's the dissolver. He's the supporter. He's uh, you know in each one of us, and all that. And my abilities are because of Paramatma. Whatever I'm doing is because of Paramatma. Whatever activities that I'm doing are Paramatma's activities. Whatever results I'm getting are because of Paramatma. These results are as service. These activities, I'm doing it as service to God. So all that is missing. Okay. So uh, so they have no knowledge, don't know how to do activities properly, and they don't recognize Paramatma. That's in summary the non-divine people. And of course, we learned so many other qualities of non-divine, right? Ahankara, Malandapam, and that's a few of them. Okay, so Lord Krishna is continuing. I'm continuing to summarize. We're coming to the end of almost the end of this chapter.
Varprasad Garu, so this applicable to only Manusha Lokam, or even Rakshasa and Devata also the same thing, like they don't believe in Paramatma strength.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
even they take lower births.
Yeah,
Because why I was just thinking of Ravana, right? In his last janma, he got moksha. I was wondering, like,
Which last Janma?
I mean, like in Ravana, once he was killed, he was initially the Jaya Vijaya, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Ravanasura and Kumbhakarna. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm not knowledgeable. I thought Ravana Janma was the last for him to go back to Jaya Vijaya.
So, I mean, that is a good question. Hiranyakashipa, Hiranyaksha is also like that. And
Like that, yeah.
so basically, they did not get the moksha.
They just got back to that thing. I mean, their original.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not moksha.
So moksha is the one who do not come back, right?
Mm.
So imagine, so Jaya Vijaya are already in the state of moksha. Imagine that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody could curse them to come back to you, take birth as Ravana.
That's a good, yeah.
It's impossible. I mean, illogical even, right?
Right.
So basically, those who reach that state of Paramapada, they will never come back. They don't take birth again. They're always in the service of Paramatma. Now, below the Paramapada is Vyuha, avatara of
Right,
Paramatma, right?
Mm.
So there, the Palakadali and the Paramatma is in the state of creation mode,
Yeah.
and those who are there are not in the state of in moksha. Okay, so if they're going back to becoming the door keepers,
Yeah.
then they're not getting moksha.
But better births, right? Better than what he was in as a Rakshasa.
Yeah.
No?
So I mean, maybe it is possible that Paramatma wanted to show us examples,
Okay.
give good examples, right?
Mm.
So it is his will and wish that we we are able to actually see what a real non-divine person, Asura quality
Right.
person to be.
They have a reason to come down. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
There is a good thing that in everything that Paramatma does. Okay. So next sloka, please chant. त्रिविधं नरकस्यैतत्.
Not sharing that.
Oh, not sharing.
You're sharing the same stock.
Okay, one second.
What do you want?
Okay, sorry. Very slow. Okay, please chant. त्रिविधं नरकस्यैतत्.
त्रिविधं नरकस्यैतत्
नरकस्येतत्
द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः.
द्वारं
नाशनमात्मनः
कामः क्रोधस्तथा लोभः.
कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभः
तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यज.
तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यज
Please chant.
त्रिविधं नरकस्यैतत्
द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः.
कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभः एतत्त्रयं त्यज.
So in some versions it is given as Tyajet, right? And I believe Narakasyaitat also it was something else.
Narakasiyedam. Trividham
Narakasyaitam,
narakasiyedam.
right? Idam. Yeah, so this version, I mean, let's follow this version. Trividham narakasya etat. Trividham narakasya etat. Idam and etat are almost in the same meaning. And tyajet is their last word. Instead, it is tyaja. Is kind of ordering word. Yeah. So Lord Krishna is kind of ordering us, right? So kamaha, krodhaha, tatha, lobha, desire, anger, and greed. Okay. Etat trividham dwaram. Etat, this threefold door. Trividham dwaram. Dwaram is door. Narakasya, to the hell. Of the hell, but here, to the hell. Nasanam atmanaha, harmful to Atma. Okay. So desire, anger, and greed, this threefold gateway to hell, is harmful to the Atma. This desire, anger, and greed are like same family, right? They're not separate. So that's why they're combined together and treated as one entity. Okay, not treated as three qualities, separate qualities. Desire leads to anger, and greed, and anger, and greed leads to anger. This all are mixed, right? It's not that you can separate. I have desires, but I don't have anger. No, I have anger, but I don't have desires or greed. No, right? If I have greed, but I don't have anger or desires. No, right? So they are all together. So these three, it's a door, one door to Naraka. Okay, so because Lord Krishna said there, you will take lower and lower births, they will reach the lowest state. Okay, so Naraka is that. Okay, so what Lord Krishna is saying, Tasmat, therefore, etat trayam tyaja. So etat again referring to the desire, anger, and greed. That's why the previous word is etat, not idam, but both are same. So etat trayam tyaja is ordering, saying that give up this set of three qualities, which are doorway to hell. Okay. Um, okay. So these desires are desires to experience materialistic pleasures, right? There's a goal. We have a goal to achieve. We have our supreme goal is to attain the state of liberation. So that is, we don't consider that as desire. Okay, that's the goal. So um, so it is not that only going to the Naraka and then don't come back, right? Or you will face problems only in that Naraka Loka and then not going to face problems if you are coming back and then taking birth again. Not like that. This Naraka is not the end state. Just like Swarga is not the end state. Okay. So Naraka refers to the place where we experience unpleasant things. Simple. Right. We do not have that supreme bliss like what we are in the state that we are in. Okay, so it is not that Naraka is somewhere and that is the place only where we will have unpleasant experiences. Naraka is everywhere other than Paramapada. In some degree, higher degree, lower degree, that's all. So these three qualities, desires, anger and greed, are trying to acquire everything for myself. That is covetous. So the desire, anger and greed should be given up. Very simple. Now, if we give up these three, we are taking the first step in not going into the non-divine qualities, characteristics, right? Okay, next sloka, 22. Listen. एतैर्विमुक्तः कौन्तेय
एतैर्विमुक्तः कौन्तेय
तमोद्वारैस्त्रिभिर्नरः
द्वारैस्त्रिभिर्नरः
आचरत्यात्मनः श्रेयः
आचरत्यात्मनः श्रेयः
ततो याति परां गतिम्.
ततो
तो
याति
याति
परां
परां गतिम्.
Let's chant together.
एतैर्विमुक्तः कौन्तेय तमोद्वारैस्त्रिभिर्नरः आचरत्यात्मनः श्रेयः
ततो
याति परां गतिम्.
Okay. Lord Krishna is saying, Hey Kaunteya, O Arjuna, Vimuktaha Naraha, a person who is freed from what in the previous context is desire, greed, and anger, right? Etaihi tribhihi, these three, from these three or by these three. So a person who is freed by these three, tamodvaraihi, doors of darkness. Okay, these will take us into that darkness, the perverted knowledge. Okay, the delusion. Basically, once we enter the door, everything is dark. Okay, tamodvaraihi. Tamas is also a word that means darkness, right? So those who are freed from these three, desire, anger, and greed, what do they do? Acharati atmanaha sreyaha. So these people, the person practices for the good of the self. Okay, so if you are not, freed from the desire, greed, and anger, we are harming ourselves. And not only ourselves, we are harming everybody around also, polluting the whole thing. But if we are freed from the desire, greed, and anger, then we do what is good for ourselves, Atma. So when we do that, tataha, then yati param gatim. Now that person attains param gati. Okay, attains supreme goal. Okay, so one who has who is you know having this desire, greed, and anger, they are doing things that are good for their body, right? Or with the delusion, they're thinking their body, and I need to possess a lot of things. I need to enjoy everything. I have only one life. Let me enjoy no matter what. So they're basically doing good for their body, but harming their self. They are thinking they are selfish, but they are actually not selfish. So one who is freed from these three qualities, the desire, greed, and anger, they are doing good for their self, maybe good or bad for the body, they doesn't matter, right? Okay. So those if you have that good knowledge, what is good knowledge? Just a quick recap is now what is our supreme goal, right? We'll know all these things. Why are we here in this body? What are the means for attaining our supreme goal? Who can give us that goal? What can we do to, to attain it and to attain that goal? What do we need to do? How do we need to do our activities? And what qualities that we need to cultivate in ourselves, right? The qualities that we learned about, the Daivi qualities. And there are so many places like Nishkama Karma, what qualities we need to have, all that, right? So we need to develop the qualities. We need to know how to do things. We need to know who can give us the results, all that. So all that knowledge will be with us. Okay. And just having the knowledge is not sufficient. We need to practice, practice the principles. One who practices that, finally, they will attain Paramgatim. Okay. Next sloka. Try to finish if we can, hopefully. Not one sloka maybe left, we'll see. So sloka 23. Okay. Please chant. Yes Shastra Vidhimutsrujya
यशास्त्रविधिमुत्सृज्य
Vartate Kamakaratah
वर्तते कामकारतः
Nasa Siddhimavapnoti
न स सिद्धिमवाप्नोति
ततसिद्धिमाप्नोति
Na Sukham na Param Gatim.
न
न
सुखं न
सुखं न
परां
परां गतिम्
गतिम्
Let's chant together. Yes Shastra
यशास्त्रविधिमुत्सृज्य
शास्त्रविधिमुत्सृज्य
वर्तते
वर्तते कामकारतः
कामकारतः
सिद्धिमवाप्नोति
सिद्धिमवाप्नोति
न
न
सुखं
सुखं
न
न
न
परां
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 गतिम्
गतिम्
So, Lord Krishna is saying, Yaha. So, Yaha is whoever. Shastra Vidhim Utsrujya. Discarding the rules. Shastra Vidhi. Discarding the rules of the scriptures. Utsrujya is discarding. So those, whoever is discarding the commands, rules, the practices that are given in the scriptures, vartate, acts or performs or does, kamakartaha, according to one's own will, driven by desires. Whatever, see, if we are not practicing scriptures, what do? We only do whatever is satisfying our desires. right? That's unfortunately that is our state. Yeah, because we don't know scriptures. Nobody's teaching us scriptures. We don't know what is our duty. So we are told, okay, you need to have goals, you need to have desires, you need to enjoy, you need to be in a state where you can, have comfortable life, and that comfortable life and enjoying life and all that. So that's what is given to us, and then we do whatever activities that we do is only to satisfy the those desires. Okay, whatever is our will, we try to achieve that. So for that person, what happens? Saha, that person, na siddhim avapnoti. Siddhi is success. Okay. They do not attain success. That person, na siddhim avapnoti, na sukham, na param gatim. So neither attains success, na sukham, not happiness, nor happiness, na param gatim. No, they do not attain the supreme goal. Okay. So if we do whatever appears right to us, if we do whatever seems to produce the results that we want, we are expecting, if we are motivated by the results, if we act with ignorance, all these will lead to um, not happiness. I mean, we are trying to do things for the sake of happiness, right? I mean, why Lord Krishna is saying it will not lead you to happiness?
Temporary happiness, right? What are the other ones? Is it permanent? You never get the permanent happiness.
Yeah, yeah. It is temporary happiness when we are experiencing it, but in overall, if you look at it, if somebody really, at the end of their life, they recollect back and think all the money, everything that they enjoyed, and all that thing seems something is, I lost the opportunity. Something happened. Okay, so of course, in the if we extend it, basically whatever happiness that we are getting now, it is not the happiness, true happiness for us, because we may be successful in really, punishing everybody, doing everything that we want to do, getting all the pleasure that we want to have in this life, but we acquire so much karmic bondage that we have to face the music later. That is not happiness. And also, we'll never be happy that we learn, right? Our desires will always be growing. No, it is like always a shifting goal. No matter how much we successful we are, we don't feel that we are successful. We want to achieve more and more. If we have, some wealth, we want even more wealth. If we want some power, we want more power, right? So we continuously, the goalpost changes, it keeps on going. So you're always running after. It will never be in a situation where I can say, oh, okay, I'm happy now, right? So those who have a lot of achievements, they may be under even pressure from everybody else, or they are being scrutinized, criticized by people around. All that will be hurting us. So it is not like they are enjoying really. So this happiness is temporary. This happiness is not permanent. So those who are driven by their desires, whatever they wish they want to do, they are doing it. They will never be. They're neither happy nor be successful, not get the supreme goal. Right? They will go down and reach adhamam gatim. Okay. So, shall we go to the last sloka? It is okay. Maybe a few more minutes. Listen. Tasmat shastram pramanam te
तस्मात् शास्त्रं
शास्त्रं
प्रमाणं ते
प्रमाणन्ते
karya vyavasthitau
कार्याकार्यव्यवस्थितौ
कार्याकार्यव्यवस्थितौ
ज्ञात्वा शास्त्रविधानोक्तं
ज्ञात्वा
ज्ञात्वा शास्त्रविधानोक्तं
शास्त्रविधानोक्तम्
कर्म कर्तुमिहार्हसि.
कर्म
कर्म कर्तुमिहार्हसि।
कर्तुमिहार्हसि
Listen together.
तस्मात्
शास्त्रं प्रमाणं ते
ते
कार्याकार्यव्यवस्थितौ ज्ञात्वा
ज्ञात्वा
शास्त्रविधानोक्तं कर्म
कर्म
कर्तुमिहार्हसि.
So Lord Krishna is concluding. Tasmat, therefore, just in the previous sloka, Lord Krishna said, without knowing the scriptures, doing whatever you want, this is my wish, my will is this, and I need to do it. I don't know if it's my duty or not, right? I don't know if it is in the scriptures or not. I don't know. So I start doing whatever my will, my wish is, my desire is, trying to fulfill that. If I do that, then I will not have the paramgatim, right? So tasmat, therefore, Lord Krishna is saying, te shastram pramanam. Scripture, shastram is scriptures, right? Pramanam is the authority to you. Karya, akarya, vyavasthitao, karya, akarya, vyavasthitao, right? In establishing what is duty and what is not duty, what should be done, what should not be done. If you think by yourself and then start doing it, you will not be successful. Therefore, follow the scriptures. Scriptures are the authority in establishing what is duty for you, what is not duty for you, what you should do, what you should not do, how you should do it, how you should not do it. Okay? Jnatva, after knowing, Shastra Vidhana Uktam, karma, the work that is Shastra Vidhana Uktam, enjoined in the scriptures, that is ordered, that is proclaimed, that is said in the scriptures, Uktam, that is said in scriptures, Iha Kartum Arhasi, you are fit, or you are qualified to practice. Here, Iha, here. Okay? So, Lord Krishna is finally concluding that those who follow the scriptures are Daivi quality people. Those who do not follow scriptures are divine, non-divine, Asura quality people, or non-divine nature people. Right? So if you follow the scripture, so scriptures are your guiding principles. So practice whatever is given in know what is there in scriptures and do what is there in scriptures. Don't do whatever you think is right. Right? So if you do that, that is what you are fit, you are qualified to work. That is, so Lord Krishna is saying that we are taken birth here to do that. So it's the kind of job is given to us to do it. Unfortunately, we go to a job and then so whatever job I want to do, I'll do, right? If you do that, then what happens? You'll be fired, right? So we are qualified to work according to scriptures. We are put here to do whatever is according to the scriptures. But we are doing whatever we want. Then how can we expect success in our life? How can, and life means not just take one life, right? For our Atma, we cannot expect success. So the scriptures tell exactly what we need to do and how we need to do it, what we should not do, all that, right? So Lord Krishna is saying, you are fit, you are qualified only to practice the scriptures. You're not qualified to do whatever you want. So if you try to not follow the scriptures, you are non-divine, Asuri. Not that you are not praying to me. If you pray to me, you are divine. If you don't pray to me, you are non-divine. No. Or if you take birth as a devata, you are divine, and a non-devata is non-divine. No. Those who follow the scriptures are divine, having the divine nature. Those who do not follow the scriptures are non-divine nature. Okay, one of those following the scriptures is recognizing Paramatma as one of the three realities, right? You know, so that is fine, and we need to practice, having the Sankhya Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and all that. We need to practice because it's there in the scriptures. So Lord Krishna is not saying that I am God, I am the authority. Forget about everything. Do as I say. He didn't say that. That is something we need to recognize that very clearly. Follow the scriptures. That ends the 16th chapter. Okay. We'll conclude. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu
इति
Bhagavad
श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु
Gita,
Upanishatsu
उपनिषत्सु
Brahma Vidyayam
ब्रह्मविद्यायां
Samkhyaayam,
Yoga Shastre
Yoga
योगशास्त्रे
Shastre,
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
Shri Krishna Arjuna
श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे
Samvade
Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yogo Nama
Daivasura Sampad
दैवासुरसम्पद्विभागयोगो
Vibhaga
नाम
Yogo Nama
Shodashodhyayaha
षोडशोऽध्यायः
Shodashodhyayaha
Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha
Krishna Parabrahmane
श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे
Namaha.
नमः
Jai Shri Narayana. Thank you so much. We conclude with the concluding prayer. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेत् समर्पयामि श्रीमन्नारायणायेत् समर्पयामि सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः जय श्रीमन्
Sure. Thank you so
जय
much.
श्रीमन्नारायण थैंक यू सो मच जय
Yes.
श्रीमन्नारायण